So today we are doing a little bit different video. I decided to make a video on the new trail that just newly got designated as one of the Jeep Badge of Honor trails. So I figured there's probably a lot of people out there who want to know what the trail's about and the difficulty of it, and you know, kind of what to expect when you come to the trail. We're about halfway through the trail right now, and it's a fun trail. I run it. They're one of my favorite trails to run in my tracker, and there's a lot of optional obstacles on it. I could probably run the whole trail all the way through if I took all the bypasses in a Geo Metro. That's if you take all the bypasses. But I like to take some of the harder lines. I also know my limits, so I just stopped here, for example. That line right there, that's not really a tracker line. This line over here, that's more of a tracker line. So you kind of got to pick your thing if you're going to run the trail in your Jeep. Understand your Jeep, what you got. So I mean, this obstacle right here, it's not even an obstacle, it's just a rock. So yeah, this tracker, in case you haven't seen my channel, it's relatively built, not anything extreme. I got a locker in the rear, 2-inch lift, on 29-inch tires. Nothing crazy. 5-speed manual, 3-to-1 gears in the transfer case, 512 diffs. Then I've got some rock sliders on it, winch bumper, skid plate, you know, kind of that kind of stuff, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy at all. So one of the things to expect on the trail is bushes. If you want to keep your Jeep from getting scratched, you're not going to do it on this trail. This is one of the spots. This is a cool spot. Yep. It's super overgrown. There's weeds on both sides.
And very low-hanging branches.
Yep, lots of low-hanging branches. Somebody tried to trim them back, which is kind of frustrating to me. I like things overgrown like that. I think it's really cool. See here's a fun one. Just a random rock. Got into my rock slider a little bit, but I couldn't go over further that way, or else I'd be completely in the bushes and I'd still hit the rock. So I just go over the rock. That's why I have rock sliders. So this trail, if you're in a stock Jeep, you will get body damage. If you get some rock sliders, I think you'll be just fine. So get to that area right there, and then it opens up. It's kind of cool. This trail is out in the middle of the desert, kind of desert-y area. It's up to the bottom of a wash. There's a couple bypasses you can take, or not bypasses. There's a super hard line. It's called Double-Headed Dragon. That is not a tracker line, and I'd say, you know, if you don't have I'd walk that before you decide to go up it, because could I get this up it with lots of speed and lots of damage? Probably. Am I going to take this up it? No, I'm not. If you're on a Jeep on 40s, you won't struggle. You'll scrape, you'll bounce, you'll bump, but you'll do just fine. If you're on a stock Jeep, you won't go up it. And lockers are required on that one. You won't get up it without them. So maybe we'll go walk that. So for now, we're gonna cruise on to the next obstacle. All right, we're almost to another turn off, another turn in the trail. One thing to keep in mind with this trail is make sure you have a decent map of it. There's a lot of small little offshoot trails kind of go off to the side that you can get confused by. Is this the trail? Is that the trail? Is this the trail? Is that the trail? You're not gonna get lost, but some of those offshoots are 50-inch trails. So you're gonna wanna make sure you stick to the trail. I have mapping, you know, a mapping subscription that just helps me know where the trail is. I use that. Please stay on the trail. Please don't run down the 50-inch trails, even if all the turbo side-by-sides do it. please don't, because we like this area. We want to keep it open for riding. It's another one of my favorite spots on the trail.
Like a car wash.
So there are some springs that come out of the ground. They'll run down the trail for a little ways and they'll go back in. That's where we're at right now. So we got some rain this morning, so we're getting a little more water than usual. In springtime or wintertime, you get some water in the trail. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. You get some ice and kind of fun. So here's a good spot, a good example of what I was talking about with the turn. So the creek and wash kind of keeps going that way. That right there actually isn't supposed to be a trail. I don't think so. It might be a 50-inch or a dirt bike trail. The trail actually goes this way. So there's your signs. There are signs on them. So follow the signs and stay on the trail. Another really fun spot here. That 3-to-1 low gear is awesome. Love it. So yeah, now we're coming up on one of my favorite obstacles. It's a pretty good sized wall, pretty good climb. I've seen people struggle on this. I don't know why. I don't struggle on it. I air down to about 10 psi, 8 to 10, somewhere in there, and I don't struggle on this one. Possibly because I weigh half the weight of some of these Jeeps. But yeah, there is no bypass around this one. This trail is a loop in through a loop. See here, good little spot. We're gonna cut this way. Oh, rock slider. This side, rock slider, that side, and we just dial right through. That's not the wall we're going up. We're going up this wall over here. It's a pretty good sized wall. I don't know. I don't have any issues with it. I don't even think I need my locker to go up it. But what I do is, you see that little V groove? I straddle it. So we're just gonna leave her in first gear, and we're just gonna climb it. Like this. A lot of people try to go to the right because it's not quite as steep. I go right here. We had a little spinning today, and maybe that's because it's a little bit wet. But yeah, went right up it. Would have had a locker in, it probably wouldn't have spun at all. Yeah, it's a beautiful area. Sunflowers, there's a lot of pheasants and things that you can see. I haven't seen any other wildlife. I think pheasants, lizards. It's about all the same things I've seen here. Oh, we're gonna go through this one. I'm gonna go down to first gear though. There we go. Stay to the left, we just crawl right through. And we're really narrow. But yeah, here's another section right here. This is where you will get body damage without rock sliders. Unless you have really big tires, but if you have real big tires, you have rock sliders. So, a little bit narrow right here. But, because I'm so narrow, I'm gonna go right through it. No problem. No problem at all. So here's another spot where that's the fun line, and I could probably make it through that one. I don't have anybody here to winch off of, because that's one I could really get stuck in. Kind of want to try it though.
Weird.
I want to try it.
the tail hitch is about to hit the ground.
Yep. How does the front look?
Front. You should be able to get up that fine. You'll be able to get up that just fine.
Go up there, look back.
You shouldn't hit anything. I'll check the sides. It's good. It's good on that side. You should have necessary clearance. I do not know. I wonder if you're hitting something.
Well, we made it up the hard part. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of this spot. Oh, we're okay there. That's climbing.
What about the underside?
Oh, we're just fine.
I think we're rubbing against a rock.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah!
I made it through. That was interesting. So had to get out once and check it. But that was quite the accomplishment. That's a climb. I nearly got into this rock right here. So I had this side tipped all the way over into this when my front tire came up that rock. But that was fun. I didn't have to stack rocks other than what somebody else kind of already did. And that was cool. I try not to stack rocks. If you really want to piss off the locals, stack lots of rocks. So I'll stack one or two here and there. I won't go into the whole road building phase. But yeah, like I said, rock sliders are a must. I actually think that little right there was from that hit. So anyway, it's okay. We're gonna continue up this trail and get to the next fun one. There's one more really fun obstacle on this one, and then that's probably about it. And I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the trail and show you that part of it. All right, so this is the end right before the loop. This is kind of the end of the one leg, and then it loops back. The trail loops back. So if you're daring, turn right. If you're not daring, turn left. I'll show you what I mean. So that's the bypass. Right there. That right there is people. This one right here, the one up the hill right there, that's people being just plain disrespectful and blazing their own trail. This one over here is for the fun trail. And that's where we're going. So the reason people go around this one is because they can't fit through it. I'll show you what I mean. I've gone this way before. I've actually come down it. I don't recommend it. This way isn't too bad. But what you gotta do, you gotta watch it, because this one is a game of inches. and it's not too bad. But once you get to that spot, there's this. I can't make it up the left, even with my short wheelbase. The left side doesn't happen because it's too, it goes up and then it's flat. So it's definitely a, I've gone up before and then just stuck my frame right on the rocks. Can't do it. So I gotta come over here to the right. And then I gotta come into it kind of slow. Yes, I have to use a locker to get up this. I could probably do it without a locker, just with lots of wheel speed and grip, but here we go. Ooh. Spun a little. I gotta put the camera down. Give you an idea of that climb. He's climbing up it by walking up. I'll put the video from my phone in this one. I took a video for a short. What do you think?
That is steep. If you do not want to destroy your vehicle, do not go up very fast.
Oh, that's fun. On to the next one. From here out, it's really just a trail. There's a really steep drop off over there. This is the trail that we're going up. We're not doing the, we're not doing the razor route, which really frustrates me that people do that. We're going up the little wash over here. All right, here's a fun spot. This is steep. Nope. Look at that. It's a super steep drop, but it's really fun. I just put it in low gear and just a little bit of brake. I kind of just let it roll. A little bit of brake, but I do not want to slide. We get to the bottom, let off the brakes a little bit, and just let her go, which works wonderfully. So that, if you bypass that whole thing, that's where you come out, and then you just head back up this way. So we're gonna go around the top, drop back into the trail on the other end, and I'll show you some of the other obstacles. I probably need to go back to the beginning and show you how all that works. And one of the fun ones back there, but it's a fun trail. That's not a third gear climb either. Down a second, and right up again. Here's another really cool optional obstacle.
An obstacle.
Here. We're actually on the top side of it. I'll show it to you. I've gone up this several times. It's really fun. I'm going to drop around the bottom of this. I'm going to show it to you. It's a big old rock. Then, I'll show you the fun climb. Right here. This is quite a complicated one. Quite a complicated one. I'll show you. Go up, well, it doesn't look too bad going that way, but you can't go that way because you have to turn that way. Put some tires on it. And I'll get out and show it to you. All right, here we go. A little bit of perspective here. But what you got to do is when you go up this, you got a big ledge right here. I don't have tires big enough to go over that ledge. But I do have a rock slider that I can run into this ledge and I can pivot. I can pivot around. So what I do is I come up this side right here, and then I turn hard that way so I can miss that big rock right there because my tires aren't big enough to go over that. I actually have to turn. It's like a 45-degree turn right in the middle of the climb. Kind of fun. around over here a little bit, let the kids run, and then we're gonna load up and keep going down the trail. We're gonna go out that way and then down that wash. So anyway, all right, so we're driving out this end of the trail. This wash is relatively uneventful. A couple narrow spots and things. Pretty big blizzard on that rock. Anyway, a few little rock formations, nothing crazy, nothing difficult. Yeah. If you run the trail backwards, there's no wrong way to run it. You'll actually be going down a lot of the hard obstacles, which I did once. The first time I ever came out to this trail, I did that. I kind of came this way instead of going the other way, and I definitely recommend going the other way. Much more fun. Like this is a little spot you gotta get through the rocks. I mean, it's a two-wheel drive spot. It's not hard at all. But you know, there's some little drops like this. Oh. And you rub your tail. Yeah. Go out here to the fork and show you where you start the trail. Okay, so this is the beginning of the trail here. So you go out here, it winds out, it's just a dry wash, winds out to the parking lot out of the highway. So I figured I'd start the video. Actually, I ended up starting the video in there, but anyway, start the video here to show you kind of when you come in, this is where it starts to get interesting. You have a choice. You go that way, that's what's considered running the trail backwards, or you go this way, and that's what's considered running the trail forwards. So here's your trail sign. Make sure the signs have a little Jeep on the bottom. And so I'm going to take you up this way and show you a couple things on this one that I haven't shown you yet. We started this video in the middle of the trail. I don't know why, I just didn't start the camera yet until we got to the middle of the trail. So I'll take you up this way, kind of back to where we started the video. And I'll walk up the trail, show you a double-headed dragon. This is not a tracker trail, not taking tracker up there. I've taken it to the gatekeeper and I got stuck on the gatekeeper. I'm gonna show you a picture of that. Anyway, I could get in there if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to. Yeah, so let's go up this way. So right here, coming up on the entrance to Double-Headed Dragon, you can go in the bottom. If you make it through, there is a road around the top that drops back out on the other side. I'm going to park right here and I'll walk you up this trail and show you. This right here, look, a lizard. Anyway, this right here is what would be, let's see if I can get a view of that guy. He runs away. Anyway, this right here is what's called the gatekeeper. It's not too crazy. Like I said, I got stuck on it earlier. Somebody stacked some rocks. I got up on it and actually was sitting see where my front tire sat? Right here, my rock slider was just sitting right here. If I tried really hard, I could get through this. I'm not gonna try really hard because further up, it doesn't get any better. So we're gonna keep walking up this. For our first ways, probably a couple 100 yards of this, it's just rocky. No big deal. No challenge at all. But I'll show you right up here where it gets challenging. And this is probably the reason this trail got some recognition, because this is a cool obstacle. When I build a buggy or tracker or something else big enough to take this trail on, I'm definitely doing this obstacle. But my tracker's not built for it. It's more of a cruiser and a trail rig, not a rock crawler. So walk up this little ways and I'll show you the obstacles. All right, so we're walking up on one of the big obstacles. Kind of, I don't know what they call this, gatekeeper or what this one's called. It's a pretty good ledge. Somebody stacked a whole bunch of rocks down here on the bottom to try to help him get up. It wasn't me. But yeah, that's a, I don't know. That's a good ledge right there. And over here, if those rocks weren't there, it's probably between 4 and 5 feet to get up this. So give you an idea. Could I make it with that many rocks stacked in there? Maybe with a winch. Probably need a winch through that one. The other thing about this trail is there's a lot of trees to winch off of, if you can tell. No, there's not. There's nothing to winch off of. Every once in a while you can find a rock like this where you can wrap a tree saver around the end of it like that, or a strap or something, and pull and actually be able to winch yourself up, which is probably what I'd use if I was coming up that. But if I have to rely on a winch to get through an obstacle, I probably shouldn't be doing that obstacle. But I rely on a winch to get me out of trouble. Ooh, look at that lizard. Look at the size of that one. Look at that one. Look how big that guy is. Hello, lizard. Lizard. Anyway. And then here's the interesting spot. So there's one trail that goes that way. Looking at it, that's the easy line. And then there's another trail that comes this way. I'd say if you want to roll over, go up this way. There's probably a good chance of rolling over because it's gnarly. That is gnarly. If you're planning to drive your Jeep home, I'd probably say that's not the line for you. This one looks like fun. I'm not saying you're gonna roll over and you're gonna crash. All I'm saying is, if you have to drive it home, don't think that's the line for you, because there's a high likelihood of breaking something. Anyway, walk through this, give you a little bit of view of it. That's quite the climb. And as you can tell by the vegetation and growth in it, not a lot of people go up that. This one over here is a lot easier. Still pretty difficult line because it's steep and a lot of elevation really quick, and there's lots of ledges to climb up through this. So through that, and then whoop, another lizard. Anyway, through that, and then up through there, and then there is a road that goes out the top, so you don't have to come back down. So the other side, you come down into here. This road goes out and around the top. I have been down that road. I actually came down that road, came into the top of this just to look at it one time. But yeah, this is definitely a difficult one, and I know my limits, and I'm not going to do it. So there's double-headed dragon. Give you an idea of it. Yeah, I wish I had a vehicle to do this. If I get enough views, enough subscribers, I'll have one. Yep, there's Henry. I'll have one. I'll build one. But until then, thanks for watching, and comment below if you have questions about the trail or what you think. Thank you.